Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Black Dragon Tavern with your hosts,
I'm Deacon.
and I'm Dante, and we're glad you could join us tonight. We thought we'd do a little bit of a recap of last night's show, but for those of you just joining for the first time, Black Dragon Tavern is just two guys hanging out in a killer game room, just shooting the shit about not a whole lot in particular. Sometimes we have some funny stories about pop culture, gaming, and other stuff like that, and sometimes we just wing it because this, frankly, is our second episode,
And
and
we still have no clue what we're doing.
to a certain degree, most of all, we're trying to have fun. That's the big important thing for us. So glad you could be here. So, uh, so what do you think? We survived Friday night.
We
Um,
did, yeah.
for stream, we kind of bumbled through a lot of it, but it was all good. There were only a couple of weird, awkward moments of silence where we had to fill in the gaps, but it wasn't terrible. I watched the replay of it today. I don't know if you checked that out or not, but
I watched bits of it, yeah.
I mean, I guess where I was concerned was I got a little bit of feedback, some very constructive criticism from a friend of ours who hopefully is out there supporting us and watching this stream now, Tom. But he had mentioned dead airspace during the paint bench section, and he doesn't watch a whole lot of Twitch, so I was explaining to him that that's kind of expected. A lot of crafting streams when you're focused on building something or painting a miniature, for example. That's the primary focus in the chit chat with the watchers, the viewers through the chat window. That's like a secondary focus. So I wasn't too concerned about that. I think I was a little more concerned with the dead airspace during the Fireside Chat. Which,
Yeah.
incidentally, if you're joining us for the first time, this segment is called Fireside Chat. Reasons are obvious. And then what we do, or what we're planning on doing, since this is only the second show, is we'd like to alternate every other broadcast between doing
Hey, Chris.
first section, Fireside Chat, and then the second segment of the show from the workbench. And that's where we kit bash and paint minis and generally procrastinate on painting armies. You know who you are. And we love you, and we're just teasing you. And then, like every other episode, we're going to try to do a segment in the second half of the show called the Battle Zone, where we bring you tabletop games, card games, board games, dice games, you name it, possibly some RPGs, and if we're feeling really adventurous, maybe some 40K.
Yeah, although that would have to be a stream of its own, judging how long we take to play that,
Yeah,
so.
this is true. So we're building, Deacon and I are building crusade armies, and we're going to have a little bit of a backstory.
Yeah.
So it becomes more of an ongoing, engaging narrative than just, oh, here we are playing 40K.
Yep.
So that's the hope anyway. It's a little
Yeah.
ambitious, but, I mean, it's pretty exciting,
Yeah.
the concept.
So we've got, Imperial Fists, and I'm playing Black Templars, and cooking up a story for why they're fighting, since I don't think they would normally, but it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, and based on your initial thumbnail sketches and notes about the reasons for why they were battling, it sounds pretty cool. It was enough to
Yeah.
convince me to want to do it. So, you just got to get cracking and paint that army.
Yep.
So lots more streaming to come from the
Oh yeah.
workbench. But tonight, in the second half of the show, we're going to be playing a board game called Zombies by Twilight Creations. It's a just a fun game. It's a board game, card game, dice game. It's kind of all things in one. It's got a whole lot of elements to it,
And a whole lot of zombies to kill.
and a whole lot of zombies to kill. And it sort of predates, if I'm not mistaken, The Walking Dead by quite a bit.
Maybe not the comics though.
Maybe not the comics. Yeah, you might be right. But it's really interesting because the little intro to the game, which I'll read later on when we start that part of the stream, gives a little bit of a setup for the scenario that you're dropped into as a survivor trying to survive the zombie apocalypse. But anyway, back to what I was saying about the show last night. So that was pretty exciting. I was pretty hyped
Yeah.
after. I couldn't sleep for quite a
very
while
fun.
because it was fun to do the first segment and sort of get an idea like, okay, well, this is how
Yeah.
you do it. This is have some topics on hand,
Yep.
and know how to catch, like, when you feel like you're going to go into an area where it gets silent and it's awkward, and don't let any dead air spaces go for too long. But that was kind of cool, and you and I shared a lot of notes on what we thought we did well and what we could have improved
Yeah.
on. And like I said, Tom gave us some pretty good feedback, and a lot we had already discussed. So it was good to know that, like, we're sort of on the same mindset,
Yeah.
things that we can improve. And I'm sure as we go along, this will get a lot easier for both of us. It'll be a lot smoother. And my kind of idea and approach to this first segment, Fireside Chat, is to do a little bit of research during the week, and kind of keep an ear out, and or an ear open and an eye open for stories that catch my attention. Whether it's gaming related, or it's literature, or it's sci-fi, fantasy, movies. You name it. So I've got a little bit of that. But before we do that, Deacon, I just wanted to tell the followers, or the people who are watching, um, go check out our Facebook page if you get a chance. It's just facebook.com/Black Dragon Tavern. And I did post the IO9 link that I mentioned last night to the 51 sci-fi books that you need to have in your collection. It's a collection of 51 sci-fi books that are coming out this month in July. And I talked a little bit about 6 of those last night that really jumped out at me and I thought were pretty interesting. So I hope you go check that out, and maybe, like, boost up your summer reading list.
Yeah, and also while you're checking us out, please look us up on Twitter at tavern_black and on Instagram at Black Dragon Tavern Online.
Yeah, definitely do that. I've been putting pictures of the game room up here and there on Instagram,
Really
and
good pictures, yeah.
well, thank you. So I'm no pro photographer, but I've been having fun with some of the filters. They make it so easy. So I mean, it's not my first time at the rodeo, but now that we've got the channel going, we want to sort of pump up the socials.
Yeah.
So definitely check us out there. And
And
if
I sorry,
go ahead.
I think we will be posting pictures of the minis that we're working on at the workbench. I believe we will be posting those on the Black Dragon Instagram as well. So if you want to see close-up pictures of what we're working on, you'll find them there.
Yeah, a lot of times people will ask us, like, what are you working on? Can I see it? And the cameras that we have, they're really good cameras. They're AverMedia cameras. And if you're interested in the model and all that, I can give that later on online on one of our resources. But without getting bogged down in the tech details, they don't quite zoom like a smartphone camera does. So when you put something up, kind of close to the camera, it's a crapshoot as to whether or not it's going to focus on what's in the background or what's in the foreground. So while we're at the workbench painting the minis and that, we do try to show people what we're working on.
Yeah.
You can kind of see it from the overhead view, but we do try to hold it up to the camera so that people can see that. So I think it's a great idea, posting follow-ups to Instagram. So the other thing is we wanted to thank the people that we were chatting with last night. We had a blast. We had
Yeah.
several people watching. We had some people that were having tech issues, so I'm sorry to hear about that. But to the people that were chatting with us, just wanted to say thanks. We had Lawrence Jesterson. We had D Minecrafter 2016, who was out there. My buddy Chris. And
here now.
yeah, hi Chris. Good to see you. Thanks for coming back to see us.
Thanks
And
for
then
keeping the chat alive.
our new DM slash GM, I guess technically GM Game Master because he's not like a D&D guy, but Jason Eldritch Nerdo, and he's the guy that runs Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay for us. So the 4th edition. So we do that like every other Sunday, and that's a blast. And I just saw you hit the record button, so hopefully, like, it'll go up to Twitch on its own, like it did last night. That one should have the entire recording. And we remembered not to keep the mic muted this time. The mic is hot. Yep. We can see the levels moving on our monitor here. So hopefully
really
it's all
we
good.
didn't forget to mute that this time. Or forget to unmute it.
No, now we just forgot to record for the first 2 minutes. I don't know, however long. It's all good. We'll get there.
Yeah. 2:10, not much of a difference.
Nah, that's really not that much. Most of probably a lot of that was the beginning of it. But anyway, once we learn this tool a little bit better, learn how to automate some of this stuff. Again, if anybody out there who's watching this streams on the side, or they've got some knowledge of it and you want to share some of that, please feel free to contact us. Hit us up in the chat, or you can. I don't think we've given our email out, but if you go to Facebook, you can message us, and we'll be in touch. Always looking out to learn new information.
Yep.
So, there were a couple things that caught my attention. I was in between last night and today. I was scrambling for like, what else can I talk about so that we don't have these big long, pauses and dead air gaps where it's really boring. And well, he's gonna do it. If you wanna watch the rich get yeeted into space, in a manner of speaking, Sir Richard Branson will be taken off tomorrow to the quote unquote edge of space. I guess technically he's not going into orbit, beyond the Earth's atmosphere. He'll go right up to the edge. So that happens on a live stream tomorrow. I'm not going to give out the details, and then I'm frankly like, he can stay out there, and him and Bezos and Elon Musk for all I care. But that's something that might be interesting for just for the ingenuity of it, and for the sci-fi fans, and for space exploration, and fans of that type of thing.
Yeah. And speaking of sci-fi fans and all that, I was reading about this one seller on Etsy who is recreating and selling some of the neon signs that you see in the background of Blade Runner. Which,
that's excellent.
Yeah, it was really cool. They had the scenes that you can see them in, and then the signs that you can buy. And I was really looking at buying one until I realized they're like $1,000 a piece. So that kind of cooled my jets a bit.
Doesn't surprise me. They're real neon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those things are pretty expensive. They're difficult to make, but also the neon gas that they use, on the inside. Yep. So you got to be careful with that type of thing. I love neon signs, though.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
They were really cool.
I wonder how they're going to do. Like, are they officially licensed or anything, or?
I have no clue.
I wonder, because you showed me a little bit of that earlier in some of those pictures. I'm wondering how they're going to deal with getting around trademark, like for some of the names, the brand names that they're reproducing.
Yeah.
But Blade Runner, that'd be cool to have something,
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Especially in your new room, know. So
got all the fancy lights in there.
Yeah. Where was that? Where was that article at?
That was on. I can't remember where that was at. That was on Core 77.
Core 77, okay, and that just came out like yesterday, right?
Yep, it is a pretty new article, yeah.
Yeah, so if you've got some money to burn, and you want a cool neon sign for your den or your game room or your room or wherever you want, your garage, check out Core 77 and look for the article on the Blade Runner neon signs. So, the other thing that I thought was really cool, I just saw this, and I'm sure like I haven't really been keeping up with this a lot since the first season ended, but apparently The Witcher Season 2 is going to be out this December.
Yeah.
And that's going to be out, and I don't know if I should mention the name of the service or not, or I don't know the rules on that.
Netflix?
Like, I guess we can.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be out on Netflix on December 17th, but have you seen the trailer for that?
I haven't seen the trailer for the second season, but I have been watching some of the interviews with what's his name, Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna send you this link. This is really cool. Maybe I'll put it up.
I watched the first season and it was pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it. The trailer for the second season, though, it is super cool. The backgrounds and the settings and everything, they have kind of a Game of Thrones feel to it. Yeah. So that was the only thing that kind of like made me a little like skeptical. But the more I watched the trailer, the second time, the third time, I was like, okay, I think I'm really going to enjoy this because I'm dying for just a good, rip-roaring fantasy series that I can get into.
Yeah.
Like I
can. The cool thing is, it's all based off of real mythology. It's all based off, was it Polish? It's a Polish old myth thing that the entire story is based off of.
Okay.
That's actually where CD Projekt Red is based out of, Poland. So
that's cool.
It's a neat little
I'll have to do more research on that, but look that up.
Speaking of The Witcher 3, the new, well, it's not very new, but it is the most recent game in the franchise. They are adding in some new DLC that is actually based off of the Netflix show.
Oh, that's
cool. So that's
cool.
kind of cool. So if you have the game, keep an eye on that. There will be some cool DLC coming your way.
It's kind of funny. It's like art imitates life. Life imitates art. Because a lot of times a screenplay will be written, a movie will be made, a book will be written, and then a screenplay will be made from the book, and then a movie made. But every now and then you see the opposite, and that always cracks me up when you see the opposite. When you see a book, the adaptation of the movie,
Yeah.
and then you read it, and it's like, oh yeah, I remember seeing that in the movie. It's always a little hokey, you know. We kind of
There,
had that conversation
well,
last night about the difference
yeah,
between.
there are some really good movie book adaptations, some really creative ones. There was can't remember who did it, but somebody recreated all of the original six. Well, I say original six, but somebody recreated the first six Star Wars movies and did them all up in a Shakespeare style. So they're all written like a play. They use the old English. R2D2 still speaks in beeps and boops.
Beep bop boop.
But it is really cool.
Yeah, that
So
sounds like it. Yeah, and I know we talked about that a little last night in the Fireside Chat segment when we were talking about the Hunger Games and the movie adaptations of those three books and how you weren't really super sold on them because they weren't that great as far as adaptations go.
yeah,
You like the books better. But again, without beating that dead horse, it happens. Sometimes it happens. You just get whether it's the producers or it's just a bad screenplay to begin with.
yeah.
So, but yeah, Witcher 2 coming out December
Three.
17th on Netflix.
Oh, season 2. Yeah,
Witcher season 2. When I say Witcher 2, you're thinking of the game, aren't you?
yeah, I am.
Speaking of, I need to get that. I need to get that out of the shrink wrap.
You do,
basically,
yeah. I picked it up on
that
Steam
sounds
the other
crazy
day.
fun. Shakespeare, Star Wars.
It
Yeah,
is.
it does. You
It
should look
is,
that up, Chris.
I think they have a free demo on Amazon if you use Prime. You can get the first the first chapter or something like that as a free trial for the book. And I read that and it is really fun looking.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
they did a lot of other ones like that. I think they've done the new those three that came out in the last few years. I think they did those as well, including Rogue One and all of the other ones.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's great. Just one more thing, since we're talking about new releases and stuff like that coming out. Just a point of clarification. Last night I was talking about Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, and a buddy of mine said, oh, that's old. That's been out for. I was actually referring to the new game. There's a new game that's not due out till 2022, and it's a standalone thing. I don't know that it's an expansion. Maybe it's like the second generation. I'll have to go back and look that trailer up, but that's the one that had me in stitches. I was cracking up because of Bud Stallion.
And that is I believe that is part of the Borderlands whole franchise.
Yeah, for Xbox, right?
Oh, is it only on Xbox?
I believe so.
That's
yeah,
a shame.
sadly. So
the newer ones released on I think all consoles.
Okay.
PS, Xbox, and PC.
yeah,
I know the newest one, Borderlands 3, did at the very least. So
another thing, super cool. I found your corgi.
oh, you did?
Yeah, you know how you've been dying to
Yep.
get a corgi.
Totally, yeah.
So I found a giant corgi.
Oh, a giant
Yeah,
corgi?
Privateer
What is
Press. Apparently, Privateer Press is releasing a new mini for their Monster Apocalypse game, and the details on the release, I believe, are still. I think they're yet to be determined. But the clip that I saw on it's hilarious. It's like a big corgi. It's radioactive green, and I just saw that and I thought it's like Godzilla corgi. Why is it?
Yeah,
I don't know if it glows in the dark. If it did,
that'd
that
be
would
cool.
just be really cool. We could get that for the game room.
That would be awesome.
I'll have to tell Nick and Brian about that, so Ruckus can have a little nightlight.
Yeah.
So that's coming up. And another thing that I saw that was interesting. I haven't been into the World of Warcraft realm in ages. I mean, I just kind of put that down, walked away from it, put it by the wayside, and haven't done anything with that online or the card games or any of that stuff. But apparently, Z-Man Games, who produces Pandemic, like a wildly popular game, and Blizzard are teaming up for a new World of Warcraft board game based on the Pandemic engine.
That's cool.
So apparently they did this before with some H.P. Lovecraft materials and Cthulhu
That's pretty cool.
using the Pandemic engine. So this one apparently will be the first release for Z-Man Games since the start of COVID, and they went through a self-imposed um, throttle, I guess you could call it. Like they stopped releasing expansions and new versions of Pandemic out of respect for the victims of COVID. Which, I mean, that's
Yeah.
monumental. It's very noble of them to do that out of respect for the people who were victims of that. So it's kind of exciting. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'd be curious to see how they do it. And it's in the World of Warcraft universe, and I can't remember, it was like Wrath of the Draco Lich or something like that, or the Ice Lich. My brain
Yeah.
is shot right now, so it's Saturday night, and I probably should be out drinking, but so anyway, that's kind of like the news for the day.
Yeah. I can't really think of anything else.
Well, how far did you get last night on your stuff on the workbench? Like, you were painting, you showed some Catachan.
Yeah, I got a pretty decent way. I never really sat down and just worked on one thing specifically, so I kind of flipped back and forth. I got the cape nearly finished up for Captain Ventress. I worked on a model from my Catachan army that I never finished, just like all of my other armies. And I worked on Colonel, oh God, what's his title? Colonel Commissar Ibram Gaunt from the new Gaunt's Ghosts minis, which are really good sculpts. And I'm super lucky that I was able to find a box before they all sold out.
So what are you gonna do with the Catachan? Like, you started collecting those because they were cheap.
I've got about 1,000 points now. I'm sitting at around 980. So whatever, really, I could run a Crusade army with that if I messed around with if I put it all into power level. The next things that I have to get to really push it up to a 2,000 point army are pretty small. Small things. I have to get a couple tanks, which are the big ones. It's cool. They're these basilisks, big artillery guns, and they have, I believe, a 260-inch range gun on them.
Wow.
So
there's no escaping that.
Nope. And it can fire at things that it can't see. And with the Master...
Like the Plague Burst Mortar?
Yeah. And with the, what's that guy called? The Master of Ordnance. They get I believe it's a +1 to hit because they are an artillery type. So it's gonna be pretty fun.
Yeah, says you.
Yeah, well, that's not even including their stats, which are like Strength 8, AP 4, D3 damage, something like that. They are pretty nasty. The one thing is they are, I believe, unmodified a 4 up to hit, which goes down to a 3 up, which isn't bad, but they will be missing some shots, especially with things like terrain out on the board. So
yeah, that'll be interesting to see how they play on the table.
Well, what they can't hit, the Hellhounds will flush out. That's the other thing I have to get is a couple of those. They are flamethrower tanks, like the never gonna remember the name of it. I think it's the M87 Zippo, the tank that they used in Vietnam. It's a big flamethrower attached to the front of Sherman.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of it though.
But yeah, flamethrower tanks and a whole lot of infantry. I think I've got 60 because they're so cheap. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to paint, that's for sure.
Be a war of attrition.
Yep.
You'll have like so many models on the table, I won't be able to take them all out.
Well, yeah, you have to have enough models because they're not good at anything. They die in one hit, they hit on a 5, and they run away pretty much every turn. So
fair enough.
War of attrition is basically the only way to play it, but it is fun.
So they have captains like some of the other units. They have
a commissar. So
I was just thinking,
yep.
like you can name him Brave Sir Robin.
Yeah. Well, their commissar does have a rule where if you don't want to break morale, which we always forget to do, but if you fail a morale test, you can execute one model in a squad and they automatically pass it.
Oh
So
my god.
it is.
Get your collective shite in order.
Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put those out. I'm gonna have to put them out on the table sometime now that I've got enough. So
The shootings will continue until morale improves.
yeah.
Wow, that's pretty wicked.
Yep.
I have never heard of a rule like that in a game. That's something. Almost need a trigger warning for that.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, in Blood and Valor, that World War One game that I've been getting into, that and it's not by the same company, but Bolt Action. It's World War Two counterpart. If you're playing as the Russians, funnily enough, the commissars in there have pretty much the same rule: execute a squad member for a morale boost. So
kind of makes you wonder if they're taking that from somewhere.
yeah.
Gee, where could that be? That's funny. Every time you say Blood and Valor, every time you bring that up because you talk about that game a lot, I always think of Blood and Plunder. But
Yeah,
that's
the same company.
It is the same company. Yep. Okay.
It's the same company, but
maybe that's why I keep thinking of it.
So they did Blood and Plunder, which is the Golden
Spanish
Age of...
Main, the 28. Yep.
Golden Age of Piracy. Although that is more of a mini-based game, not necessarily
28s. Yep.
Yeah. Well, not even ships. It is like a ground-based thing.
Yeah, but they've got a lot of ships. Have you seen the?
Well, that's I believe for
that?
their other game, Oak and Iron, which is a naval game.
Well, now they have two different things. So Blood and Plunder is the 28 millimeter, and they've got the ships. They've got the sloops. And
there's a command card like that in Legion. Is it for the Imperials? I'm guessing.
Wow, that's Star Wars Legion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the one that we were looking at what is it, Misty the other day when we were there?
Maybe, yeah.
Or maybe it was Noble Knight. I can't remember. But yeah, we were looking at that the other day. They have some pretty cool stuff for that. Their minis are really cool. Your alarm's going off.
Oh, let me hit that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of hitting that point where I've exhausted everything that I can think of for the night.
Oh, it's all good. I was going to go back to what I was talking about because you mentioned Oak and Iron. That's the one that I think you're thinking with the miniature ships.
Yeah,
that seems like more.
Oak and
not
Iron.
Maybe you could call it epic scale. I don't quite know if that's epic scale. Epic scale, I believe, used to be 6 millimeter or 15 millimeter tabletop. When people would do historical minis and stuff like that, and Blood and Plunder is 28.
It uses the tiny ships, and then
tiny ships. Tiny Tina piloting tiny ships. I think that would be kind of fun to do. Like set up a big table and have a whole bunch of ships out on it like that.
We have stuff for Pirates of the Spanish Main.
We do. We haven't played that in ages.
Yeah.
We've got that great table that I made too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We'll have to get that out. Maybe we could do that as one of the Battlezone sessions.
Blood and Plunder is mini based.
Yeah, 28.
So
yeah.
Yeah, but it is more miniature based than naval based.
Yeah, I guess I would call that more of a skirmish level.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Totally.
Because I don't
Couldn't
think
of the
unless
word
you're
for
dealing
it.
with the redcoats, the British Navy or the British infantry on land, you're not really going to have organized units.
Yeah.
So a bunch of scurvy pirates running around.
Yep.
Saying.
And I believe you can play the redcoats in there.
Yeah, I saw some of them at when we were up at Noble Knight last time.
Yeah.
They had packs of them. More stuff that I should not be buying because I've got way too much stuff already. Way too many things that need to be painted and way too many things I don't get to play with because of time.
The good news is it extends your life because you can't die until everything's painted.
This is true. That pile of unpainted minis is like the fountain of youth.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's another thing I don't understand. I see a lot of people online. They call it their pile of shame, and I'm like, that's a little I don't know, flagellating. I don't know if that's the term. I don't know if the term is not self-deprecating, but it seems like a self-esteem thing. Oh, this is my pile of shame. It's like, well, why are you ashamed of it? It's what you bought. It's what you collected, and you either painted it or you didn't. I've got stuff you know, from 20, 30 years ago I haven't painted.
Yep.
Just because I keep seeing new shinies. Maybe it's an
Yeah,
obsession
you're
or
right on me.
compulsion, but you know. But I finally earlier in the year started finding some of that stuff and breaking it out and priming it, and
Yeah.
building some stuff.
You
And
primed a whole lot of stuff over the summer.
yeah, I did. So I
Boxes
have
and boxes and boxes.
plenty of stuff to work on through
Yeah.
the fall and the winter, and even now. But
Yeah, like
you know,
that winter project you started last winter. You never finished.
the one that's sitting on the shelf over there,
Yep.
the church.
Maybe you could work on that
Yeah.
on stream.
That would be a good stream project to do. It's a 3D printed church that comes in multiple sections with the roof is removable and the interior is detailed. And what's the name of the company? Infinite Dimensions. And they're based out of Canada, but you can download the STLs if you're into 3D printing. And they've got some really fantastic models.
They were pretty cheap too, from what I remember you saying.
They were really
Yes,
cheap.
well,
given
I suppose you kind of make up for that with the cost of filament and whatever you're using to print. So
yeah, the plastic's not too bad. Like you don't use.
That's true.
I didn't even use a whole spool for like the, I don't know, 2 or 3 things that I printed from them, and they were pretty large. But you know, like if you can either get the STL to download and do on your own 3D printer, or you can go to people that they call like their licensed resellers.
Yeah.
They have the license to print and sell.
Yep.
And then for an unpainted version of that church, I want to say they wanted like $159 or $169. And for a painted version, it was over $229 or something to that effect.
Overall, though, if you're getting it printed and painted, $229 isn't that bad of a deal, especially for something that big.
That is pretty big.
Yeah. Also, as to what you said, we also have a box of skeletons. Are they Reaper? Might not be.
What is
that box of classic red skeletons, you know?
Huh. 93, 94. That is a long time. Yeah, those are my Citadel ones.
Citadel, yeah.
And I love those things, and I've been hoarding them for like ages. I only get them out a little bit at a time, you know.
They are.
In fact, like the one of the 3D projects that I printed, the tower from Infinite Dimensions, that's the one where I put the little skeleton up on the manacles hanging on the wall on the inside of the ruined tower, you know. Speaking of, you know, like ever since he showed it to me, I'm just kicking myself in the ass for not getting it, but maybe I'll find it used somewhere. I really want to get that orc.
Oh yeah, the Boondocka Snazwagon.
The Boondocka Snazwagon. That's right. I was gonna start laughing so hard I couldn't say it.
Yeah.
I'm glad that
they have one hell of a way of naming things, but that is a really cool kit.
Yeah, that little goblin that's chained to the front of it, manacled to the front of it.
Yeah.
That's what I want to hang up in one of those towers.
Put it on the wall over there.
Yeah, I'd actually like to get like a plushie and put it up there.
That would be cool.
You know, I'm not paying $349 or $449 for that Paizo goblin just to try to, you know, bend that and chain that up there. But
I bet you I have a friend who could make a plushie out of that, like make a scaled up version. I should ask.
That would be
that would
cool.
be really cool. That's the new game room mascot, the goblin chained to the wall.
Yeah, if I hit the lottery or something, or like just suddenly came into a pile of cash, you know, maybe I would buy it. You know, but it's the kind of thing that, like, for that much money, do I really need it, or is there something else I could put that money towards?
It is a good use of about $400.
It is a good use.
I mean,
well, that's a subjective term, I guess. Like,
you get a goblin.
Yeah, I do get it's a cool ass goblin.
It is.
Too.
It is a really cool goblin.
I mean, it's massive. It would stand about this tall. You'd be able to see it if we set it right here. It'd be like our
It's what, 3-4 feet
like
tall?
our adopted child.
Put it back in the corner near the fireplace.
Yeah, have him guard the door.
Yeah, have him guard the door.
We could name it Tooken.
Tooken, yeah.
Tooken was the name of a goblin NPC in the RPG that I run. He got his name because he was tooken from his parents when he was a little goblin.
And he was tooken from his cave by a group of adventurers.
You guys basically pressed him into, well, we won't go there, but it all worked out in the end.
I wouldn't say we shanghaied him into our
Yeah,
party, but I also wouldn't
shanghaied him
say
into
we
indentured
didn't do
servitude.
that.
Yeah, he earned his keep though.
Oh, we paid him.
And then
We paid him.
yeah, but he was also good at like
Oh, yeah.
finding traps
Sneaking
and that stuff,
around.
sneaking around. Yeah,
Stealing things.
yeah, and he
Pickpocketing.
helped pave the way for the Orc and Goblin Federation of Trade.
Yep.
I haven't really given it an official name, but we'll have to think of something.
And
that
we
makes
never
me
moved
want to
past
start that
there.
game up again.
Yep.
Yeah.
We never finished that game
No.
because the whole world blew up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm just not big into trying to run the game over a connection online. I gave it the good old college try, and I'm not averse to tech. I mean, that's what I do for a living. But
it's not the same as being able to like sit down with a group of people and just play the game in person.
It lacked soul.
Yeah,
it really did.
Well, especially because you did these great table setups with all the terrain and you had all that set up.
Well, thank you.
And you just can't really get that across when you're looking at like a flat map with free asset tokens.
Yeah. Hey, that's an idea. That's stuff I can post up to the gram. I can get out some of the table setups and post those up on our Instagram.
We'll have to do that in the week when we're not streaming because that's going to take a while.
Oh my god, yeah. There are like so many images there and they go back so far. But the one thing
I have pictures from when we had both tables set up in here, the city and the forest.
Yeah, I do too.
That was I think the coolest setup I have. Well, one of the coolest gaming table setups I've ever seen. Yeah. There was the one that took up like 10 tables at Gen Con or whatever, but I don't think anything can top that,
Yeah. Yeah, if you got the space, you can go.
Yeah, it's hard to beat something that has that much effort put into it.
Yeah.
Oh, it reminds me of a table that I saw for Apocalypse in 40K, and it was really cool. It was set up like a square. Mm-hmm. So you had I think they were all on 6x4. So you had a 6x4 here, one here, and one here, with open space in the middle and open space around the edges. And they had a whole city block set up. Wow. Well, more than just one city block.
That's cool. It kind of the way it was open in the center. You said.
Yeah. So it was.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah. Like a square.
Yep. Kind of like that.
Yeah. Yep.
And you could go on the inside, and you could move your models around from the inside, and you could go on the outside and move them around from the outside.
That's how model railroaders used to set up their train displays like that. Yep. My grandfather had one of those. And,
there was some crazy shit on the table. Like they had Titans, the big ones. They had, I think it was orcs that they were playing against. It was like Imperial combined forces versus orcs. So they had like the Mega Gargant or whatever it is. It's like the orc equivalent of a Titan. It's really big, really heavy resin mini. They had like battalions of Imperial Guard and like a chapter of Space Marines and like all of this stuff, and it was really cool. And I mean, they really went all out with making the Green Tide. There were more orcs on that table than I've seen at like a Warhammer convention or anything like that. It was awesome.
Was it for play or display?
Oh, it was for play. They played a game.
I don't know how you could possibly keep up with that many in an army that big.
It was, I think it was like 3v3, so there were 3 people on.
That makes more sense now. That's how like.
So there were 3 people on each army, and they were all kind of like working together and strategizing and doing all that. And it was, man, that would be a fun game to play. But
I'll bet.
Holy shit, I can't imagine how expensive that would be. No. I don't want to imagine how expensive that would be.
Boy, no kidding.
Especially with a horde army like orcs,
Yeah. And that's how we used to do miniatures games, historical miniatures games on the tabletop. Like, you'd go to a con, and they'd have a historical, and it might be Napoleonics, or it might be, like, whatever. Teutonic Knights. We played so many different periods. But they would say, I need 3 players for this side, I need 3 players for that side. And you'd have just hordes of miniatures on the table. I have a lot of respect for people who can set up good tables. I told you the one that left one of the biggest, deepest impressions on me was Tigers in the Winter.
Yeah.
Tigers in the Snow.
The tank game?
Yeah, that was at Gen Con the year before I took you in 2013. Like, that was actually not the year before, but it was 2 years, 2011. But the guy had like a 12-foot long table, 12 foot by, it was at least 6 feet, had to be. And he had, I mean, the tanks were massive. The tanks were
Oh,
like
that
this
is
big.
Okay.
You know, the Tiger tank was about that big, and all the other ones are. And he had hills, and he had like all the winter effects, and the trees had winter snow on them. I don't know what he used for that, but ruined buildings and that, and it was impressive. And his boards were modular, so that you could take them apart and piece them together. And that was literally a 7 to 8 hour game,
Wow.
and I wanted to play it. I saw it and I signed up for it.
Were they full?
And I asked him, do you run this every year? He's like, every year as long as I'm not dead. So I saw it come up on the games list the next time I went and signed up for it. And it was fun.
That's cool.
Yeah, tables, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of tables, I just read a really great article about the designer of the King Arthur's round table. He was like a little known knight, but you never heard of him. Circumference.
Such a shitty joke.
Oh, dad jokes for the win.
Okay.
Yeah, he was part of that secret battalion of knights, like led by Surreptitious. Okay, I'll just stop right there.
Yeah.
You're probably in your head. You're going, God damn it! How long was he waiting to say that? Like he was just dying to say that on the stream.
Working up for the perfect lead in for
Yeah.
that.
Couldn't have asked for a better segue. We're talking about
Yeah,
tables.
That's true.
Yeah. It's definitely, positively good timing.
Yep.
I can't do it. I can't find a way to work it in.
No.
There was another one in there, but like I was waiting for you to go, come on, you're full of it. How do you know that? I was going to say I'm more sure than I could possibly be because it was verified by certainly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. That's it. If we had any viewers, we just lost it.
Yep.
We lost them all.
Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah, Chris has got it. This is dad jokes for the win. Thank you, Twitch. It's been great. It's been nice knowing you. Fastest stream life ever. Shortest stream life
Yep.
ever. I wonder though. That's a topic. I wonder like who has had the shortest lived Twitch stream.
It depends on what you're going off of. Like from the time they first started streaming or from the time their account first started streaming. Because you can get banned within a couple minutes of streaming if you're doing like ban evasion. So if a big streamer's account gets banned, so they make like an alt account and they start streaming on there, that'll get banned pretty fast, It's like if you get banned because you have a toxic chat and then you just make a new account to stream under, that'll get banned too. That because they don't want people just avoiding their bans,
Yeah.
So if you're going off of when the account started streaming, not very long. If you're going off of when somebody when the person started streaming, I have no clue, and that would be a cool thing to look up.
Well, I mean, like, okay, you say toxic chat. Now, are you talking
Yeah.
about, like, they let it go? They're just like, no, I'm not, turn, like,
Yeah.
like nothing's happening?
Yeah.
That's not right,
Yeah.
That's, I guess, like, for any streamer, hopefully, for the smart streamers, that's something that they're concerned about. And, like I said, I know we've got a lot of things to learn on how to automate some of this stuff. So I'm just curious to know how to get some of these chat mod things in here, the automated ones. I was playing around with the settings, but I'll get there. Not a big deal. But anyway, back to the topic, not tables. I'll stop there with the dad jokes. Back to the topic of cons. So I'm super excited and super depressed at the same time. Because con season's coming up.
Yeah.
And Gen Con, there's no way that's going to happen this year.
No way.
But I have to tell you, and I think I was talking to Chris about this, and I know I've talked to you, and I've talked to Mom about this. I am so tempted to register for our favorite con here in Madison, Wisconsin, Gamehole Con. And the e-tail store that I run online, we've ended there, Deacon and I have ended there for the last 4 years.
Yep.
Before the quarantine last year in late 2019
Well, we did
to 2020.
2017
We did 2017.
and 2018 and 2019.
We did 2018, and then we didn't do 2019 because I
No?
had the heart attack.
Oh, that's right.
And
that's
then
right, yeah.
not long after my heart attack was
COVID.
the big Q quarantine.
Yep.
Not Q Anonymous for the wackadoodles, but
That
you
was.
know, so there's
It
a lot
was
of
a
talk.
really fun time vending there. Yeah.
It was fun vending there, and I got to rethink that whole thing. But that's a whole other topic we can talk
Yeah.
about offline. But about the con itself, like I'm super pumped because I'm seeing so many friends talk about it. I'm seeing friends that are going to register for it, and like the thing is, like if you commit, it's not a whole lot of money for
Yeah.
the badge. So if it comes out later on, the CDC or the state of Wisconsin says nope, public events now have to be shut down because we're going through the second wave, Delta variants in full effect, yada yada yada. You don't get the money back on that badge, and
Yeah.
again, it's not a huge loss.
Yeah, we're thinking of just going to the con if we go, because I don't think, with how weird this last year has been, I think vending is pretty much out of the question this year. He's asking, are you going to do a table or just go to the con?
That's a good question, Chris. And this year was already out.
Yeah.
Like I had to, they gave me a refund. They were gracious enough to extend a refund to vendors who had to pull out last year because of COVID, and rightfully so because it was
Yeah.
pretty bad, the numbers.
It was.
And then they weren't sure if they were going to do it again this year. And what they were doing was for last year, if you didn't ask for a refund, you could reserve your spot for 2021. And because of my health condition, because of the things like how devastating it was to the business and all that, I just said I can't do it this year. So we're not going to vend for 2021.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, we're awfully honed in on like getting a ticket to go just as attendees.
Yeah.
Because we
And-
can wear masks. I
yeah.
mean, like nobody's gonna
Zip up
raise
in
a
a full
stink.
hazmat suit.
Yeah. Put on a bio suit and a respirator. We'll be all good.
And I think it would be really fun to just go to the con because we haven't had that experience in quite a while, not even counting quarantine, just going to the con to be
Yeah,
at
as
the con.
attendees.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I kind of miss that. I miss
Yeah.
being able to go around and
And I mean,
get tickets
don't
to
get
play
us wrong,
games.
vending is awesome. We had some great experiences there. We got to meet Matt Mercer at our booth,
Satine Phoenix,
Yeah.
Stefan Pokorny.
hmm
So
That guy who dressed up as an orc.
that guy who
Yeah.
dressed up as an orc.
We've had some really fun experiences
Yeah.
vending, but it's just a different world going out there and actually being able to like take the time to sit down and play a game and really interact with people, like outside of trying to pitch a sale to them.
Yeah, we had Larry Elmore stop in the booth and chat our ears off for like an hour and a half. That was awesome. we had
Shaggy.
Tim Kask. I'll tell that story in a minute. We had a couple other names that I'm kind of like hesitant to mention because they're involved in the TSR kerfluffle that's going on right now.
Yeah. They
But,
rebranded. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard all about it. Yeah.
So they have already gone back and said, "Oh well, we're not actually TSR anymore. Now we're blah 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 games," and it's like Evermore Games or something like that. So they've completely changed that. They dropped the other guy, Gax. Tried to cut ties with him.
Ernie?
Yeah. They're they're trying to back out of that whole thing now.
Yeah. That's a shame. He's actually one of the ones that I was talking about. He stopped by the booth,
Yeah.
Ernest Gygax Jr.
Still
And
cool
I
to meet
chatted
them.
with him for like, I'm not kidding, 45 minutes. I said, pull up, take a load off. He was on his scooter, and he's like, oh, thank you so much. And he stopped and we chatted. And Jim Ward came by and I was joking with him about the Wardlings. And I asked him if he was going to have I'm pointing over here because you can't see it, but behind the door I've got a bunch of Wardlings hanging up on a pegboard. I said, I sense a paternity suit coming along, coming on, and he laughed so hard he almost fell off his scooter. He's like, "That's a good one. That's a good one," because they're called Wardlings.
Matthew Lillard.
Matthew
and-
Lillard.
yep,
Okay, you're
and
just
the blue
dying.
D20.
You're dying to tell that story. So I don't know how much of it I can tell. Like, I guess I could tell the whole thing. I don't know. I mean, again, I don't know like what's going to get us in hot water, what won't.
It probably won't. It's
But anyway, funny story, Matthew Lillard, and if any of you who were Hackers fans from the 90s, Johnny Lee Miller and Angelina Jolie, You will remember Matthew Lillard. He was also Shaggy in Scooby Doo, and he was also serial killer. Or well, serial killer was his name in Hackers.
Hackers, yeah.
Who was it that he played? It wasn't American Psycho. I'm trying to think of the other big movie he was in that he's known for. It's escaping me. Anyway,
I don't think I know that.
Matthew Lillard was there, and they were promoting their new um, Beetle. Is it Beetle and Grimm? Bartle. I am
can't
so
remember.
rotten with names. Anyway, they were there promoting their new company and their expansions and their gaming sets for fifth edition Dungeons and Dragons. And buddy of ours was our booth neighbor across the aisle from us, Andy Watkins, also known as Cosmo Joe. He runs Studio 66, and so they had their booth there, and Victoria Jane,
Yeah.
she was watching the booth while Cosmo Joe was out running around the show floor filming, and so it was just the two of us. She was at the Studio 66 booth, and I was over in our booth, and
I was getting food.
yeah, and she had asked me to keep an eye, or she had just gotten back from taking a break. I was keeping an eye on the booth, and Matthew Lillard came around, and he was looking at their dice and just picking stuff up and looking around. And he came over and he's looking at the dice boxes that we make,
Yeah.
and he was rolling dice in them, and he's like, "Oh, these are really nice," and I'm like, "Thanks." And I wasn't playing fanboy. I knew who he was, but I wasn't gonna fawn all over him
Yeah.
because he probably just wants to be treated like a normal person. So it was like, okay, think heavy metal, like the animated cartoon from the 80s, right? He like the Lochnar. You remember the Lochnar,
Yeah.
the little green orb? Well, he had this blue dye, and it was like, I'm not kidding. It was probably just my imagination, but it looked like it was glowing in his hand. It was a cool color blue.
Like electric blue.
It was like
yeah.
electric blue, and I was fascinated with it. And he had been toying with the dice boxes, and really giving them the once over. And I was like, wow, is Matthew Lillard really going to buy one of our dice boxes? So he walked out of the booth, and he walked back over to the Studio 66 booth, and I said, "Hey, do you mind if I take a look at that dice that you have?" And he stopped, and he looked at me, and then his whole expression changed. He goes, "You think I ripped you off, don't you?" And my whole face went blood red. I felt the heat rush up. I felt my ears get hot. I'm like, "No, no, not at all." I go, "I know who you are." I go, "You're Matthew." And I don't know why I whispered because there's nobody around. I go, "You're
Yeah.
Matthew Lillard, right?" He goes, "Yes, I am." And I go, "You wouldn't rip me off." I go, "I'm just like enamored with that color. And he goes, "Here. And he showed it to me. And no, it wasn't one of our
No,
dice.
I don't think
you
we
know,
even had blue.
but
dice then,
I was trying to take a mental photograph of that color blue. And I said, "Thanks." I said, "That's an amazing color blue." I said, "I've seen countless dice, can't tell you how many, but that's just really remarkable." And he goes, "It's my favorite color." And I said, "Great." So that night I went home. Well, okay, let me back up a little bit because it gets better. So Victoria shows up, and Matthew Lillard walks over to their booth, and they know each other. And he says, "See that guy over there? He thinks I ripped him off." She goes, "Ephraim? No way! He would never think that about you. No." And he goes, apparently he leaned over and told her, "I'm just fucking with him." And I'm like, and I'm in the booth like gape jawed. I'm in shock. I'm like, "Oh my god, Matthew Lillard think he ripped us off." And I'm like, no, I didn't really. I just wanted to see the color of the die. And he's like, and he's just totally playing along with it, right? So, okay. Later that night after the con, when we got home, I actually came into the nerd nest here, and I dug out my materials, and I found a color felt that matched that die. And that's why I knew. I'm like,
Yeah.
I have that color. So I custom lined one of our red oak, Wisconsin red oak, mind you. This is all wood sourced here locally in Wisconsin. Wisconsin red oak dice box. And I brought it to him the next day, and I said, "This is the reason I wanted to see that die." He goes, "You totally thought I was ripping you off, didn't you?" And I go, "Stop it, stop it." And he laughed and put his hand on my shoulder. He goes, "I'm just totally joking with you." And I said, "I wanted to give you this because I saw you checking out our dice boxes pretty heavily, and I said, and I knew I had a felt that color, So he was like, thank you. Wow, he's appreciate it.
Yeah.
So that's my funny Matthew Lillard story. It's
And
hilarious.
now he has one of our dice boxes, so
Yeah,
it's a win-win.
now he's got one of our dice boxes, and we're happy about that.
Yeah.
And next time I see him, I can tell him,
Thank-
stop there, criminal scum.
Yep. And I think with that story, we might want to wrap it up for this segment, take a quick break, and then get zombies set up.
Is it that time
It is
already?
already 8:57.
Wow, no kidding. All right.
Yeah.
So for those of you who are on the stream and are watching, we're going to take a little 15-minute break here. Maybe we'll be back before then, but we're going to try a new table setup. So that means moving the camera a little bit here,
Yeah.
moving some equipment. So more than likely we'll utilize the whole 15 minutes to make sure we're doing this right so that you get a crystal clear shot of the table. And
after that, it's zombies.
After that, it's zombies. We'll come to you live from the battle zone. So we'll be back in a few, everybody.
All right. See you then. Hello. Welcome
Alright,
back.
we're back. Welcome back to
Yeah.
the Black Dragon Tavern. I'm your host, Dante.
I'm
This
your
is my
host,
co-host,
Deacon.
Deacon. And this is kind of cool. This is the first time we're trying this live here, broadcasting from what the segment we're calling the Battle Zone. So tonight we're going to be playing a game called Zombies.
Yeah.
And this is a game by Twilight Creations that when did this come out here?
Well, it's old now, isn't it?
Well, this says 2000, copyright 2002. I
Older
wanted to
than me,
say,
so that's old.
so this was written May of 2001. So this has got to go back to at least 99 or 2000, I would imagine, like the planning and all that. And I can't remember when not Dawn of the Dead, Walking Dead first premiered on TV.
On TV, it was a lot later than that because I remember watching it. Well, watching it not live, but whatever. But it was later. It was, I think, in the 2010s.
Yeah, maybe so. You may be right.
Not the comic, though. I think the comic was,
Yeah, the graphic novels. Yeah.
Wasn't that before the 2000s?
I honestly can't remember.
I couldn't tell you either.
I think
Speaking
that was
of
that was a period of my life where I was really heavy into working and
Yeah.
traveling and stuff. So should I read the intro to this?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Zombies, the game. The shotgun roared. The lifeless body flew off the hood as the Jeep turned into the parking lot of Taco Casa. Outside, the streets were littered with walking dead, slowly following the two survivors in their vehicle. An overturned 18-wheeler in the middle of the road caused Lauren to take a detour. The Jeep bounced onto the sidewalk. Helipad's that way, Bruno pointed in the other direction as he reloaded the shotgun with his last 6 shells. We'll cut through the drive-thru and go around, yelled Lauren as she took a sharp left turn. Crossing the Taco Casa playground, the Jeep smashed a pair of zombies feasting on a small child's remains. Ew. That's not your carnitas taco. No, that way! Bruno stood up in the Jeep and pumped his shotgun at the horde of cadavers heading their way. Turning into the drive-thru, Lauren had to slam on the brakes to avoid hitting the flaming wreck before them. The tires screeched as the Jeep slid into the burning car. Bruno flew over the windshield and Lauren's head snapped onto the steering wheel. Dazed and bloodied, she raised her head and wiped the blood from her eyes. Bruno was out cold on the hood of the Jeep. Lauren painfully turned her head and saw the zombie horde making its way around the corner of the Taco Casa. She threw the Jeep into reverse. The tires screamed. They went nowhere. She was going to leave him.
She was.
Oh my god,
Wow.
she was just going to diss his ass. Lauren half stood to peer over Bruno. The front bumper was embedded in the car wreck before them. They were stuck. Turning around again, she saw the zombies getting closer. They must have been like slow movers. She reached between her legs and grabbed a pistol from underneath the seat. Dazed, she turned to fire into the mob of walking death. Bruno was awakened to the thunder of Lauren's gun. A sharp pain came from his right arm, then a pulling on his left leg. He raised his head to see the zombies climbing on the hood. They clawed their way to him, one taking a bite out of his arm and another beginning to gnaw on his leg. Damn it, he thought. Damn it, he thought. Never go through the drive-thru. They always screw you in the drive-thru.
I forgot about that.
So, yeah, I always forget about that too. All right. So again, a quick breakdown of the game. This is a draw tile game and a card game. So we've got the city tiles here, and we've got the player cards here. And each turn, each player draws a city tile, and they build a map essentially. And there are named buildings that come with a certain number of zombies or bullets or lives. And the unnamed city tiles that you put down, you wind up populating each entryway, each street with a zombie. So you have like 1, 2, 3, or 4. Each player gets 3 cards that you can play at any time during play, but you can only play one card during your turn. You have a maximum of you start off with 3 lives and 3 bullets. You can have a maximum 5 lives at any time during the game, no more than 5 lives, but you can have unlimited bullets, so that makes it kind of cool. And the neat thing is there are other weapons and things in the deck, like there's a fire axe, there's a skateboard of all things. That makes it really fun. And movement is based on a 6-sided die, and that applies both for the players, the survivors, and the zombies themselves. So why don't we just jump in and get started? So do you want to roll high roll goes first?
Sure.
Okay.
Ooh,
I rolled a
can't
6.
beat that.
All right.
Oh,
so,
wait, we should draw
yeah,
cards
yeah,
first?
yeah. So I just shuffled these up. Shuffle them again. Do you want to cut the deck?
I can't do that.
Okay, you can't cut it?
No, I've never been able to shuffle.
Just like this? No, I mean, like cut the deck.
Oh,
like you do this.
yeah,
You
okay.
do that. That's all you do.
I thought you meant the
So you could do it. Do you want to do it?
Yeah, why not?
Some
Already
people
off to a
make
bad
multiple
start.
piles. Yep, okay, good. All right. So I'll deal to you first.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. All right.
You allowed to look at them?
Yep, you get to look at them. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. All right. So there is one errata that they wrote in here,
Oh,
one
there
clarification for one of the cards that I should read ahead, just so we both remember this. There's a card in here called "I Don't Think They're Dead." It's what I call a "screw you" card. You play it on the other player to screw them. I don't think they're dead now reads, play this card to make the target opponent roll 2 dice. If either die result is 3 or lower, the opponent must return 2 zombies to the zombie pool.
Okay.
2 zombies out of your pile that you've already collected. Heart and bullet tokens may be used to modify these rolls.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah.
that's a little tougher than the other one. Okay. All right, let's do this
All
thing.
right.
So
The hardware store.
Yeah, right out of the gate. I'm gonna put that there, and then that gets 3 zombies, 1 life, 1 bullet. Do you want to manage some
That
of
is
these?
2 bullets.
Oh yeah, sorry.
3,
do,
1,
do you
2.
want
Manage the zombies?
manage the zombies?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got
Ooh, and the bag rip.
1 life.
What do you can play some.
I'll just
It's
put
your
it there.
tile.
And 2 bullets.
That is hard to see on stream.
Yeah, we're kind of trying to figure out how to do this the best way. You know, like I could try to zoom in, use the camera software to try to zoom in on it, or maybe a different placement for the camera. But the way we've got it set up, we've got the actual laptop here and the camera up there.
It is, yeah.
One thing we could try is maybe the camera laptop, you know, or the laptop camera. But I don't really want to do that because we've got this other really great
Yeah.
the AverMedia PW315. But
It's
thanks for the feedback on that.
it is a really hard angle to capture too,
Yeah,
especially since the camera's so far away.
yeah. Okay, so let's get back to this. So 3 zombies, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is a door.
Mm-hmm.
That's a door. So you can enter by either one of those. You can't go into the windows or any other area. So I'm gonna make it nice. I'm gonna put them here.
Bastard.
All right. So I played my tile. I put the zombies on. I have 3 cards. I don't need to draw up to 3. So I believe the next thing I do, I have no combat. Then make a movement roll.
Yep.
I'm just gonna leave this out here because that's gonna have the quick cheat rules on it.
Yeah.
So I can move up 5 spaces. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go right from the town square. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3.
We do have 2 cameras for the workbench, although it was a bit of a challenge getting them set up where they are on the workbench and getting the angles to look right there. So we wanted to leave the ones on the workbench because it really was a pain getting all the wiring to go up there.
Yeah, one of the complications is the logistics of moving the tech around, moving
Yeah.
the. I had to get some 15-foot cord extensions, um, extension cords for the USB cables because some of these are really small, and so as such, like you can probably see the mic here, and the cable runs down here. All the other stuff for the camera and the laptop and the Stream Deck all run underneath the table here and kind of go across the room. But we're trying this out, and in future broadcasts, we'll probably try to move the angles around in between streams. The thing we want to do is like we don't want to make the what am I thinking of? We don't want to make the intermissions too long. Right now we got our intermission set at about 15 minutes. So that gives us enough time to run around to go relieve ourselves, get something to drink, and then come back and hopefully have all the tables set up. And plus, because I have to shift this camera onto the game table, that makes it a bit of a challenge to make sure
Yeah.
we've got everything squared in so you can see both of us. The alternative is we can raise up the boom on the tripod and have it come down, and you could probably see this better, but then you wouldn't see us. And I don't know if it's important that you see us. Deacon thinks it's an important thing on streaming.
Yeah.
I kind of agree. Like, people are there to kind of watch you and watch your interactions and stuff. But anyway, we'll give this a try tonight, and we'll see if it's something you're really interested in. Like, and we find more people that say, "Hey, I'd really like to see the pieces that you're playing with, or whatever." Yeah, definitely. We'll
Join
we'll
our
take a look.
Patreon and help us afford a new camera.
Yeah, leave a tip. There's a tip to there's a link to the tips, and all the money will go back into the stream. So we were actually talking at one point about doing an overhead harness to the chandelier. You can't really see it up here, but we have a full blown chandelier,
It would
and we're talking about putting like a little hammock and putting a
Yeah.
camera facing down to the table. So
would be very difficult though, and
the wiring would be near impossible because we have to go up to the ceiling and across. And I'm a hi-fi kind of a nerd, so I love the surround sound, but the wires are a pain. Okay, anyway, back to the game. So I'm gonna move 5. I have
4.
one more. Yep. So I'm gonna move here, and that means I have to fight this guy.
Yeah.
Now you fight
4, 5,
4,
or
5, or
6.
6. First, let me take a look and let's see if I have anything that's gonna affect this. What is this? This is the hardware store. Okay, nothing I have is going to make any difference, so I just got to roll. Oh, I rolled a 1. So 2, 3, 4.
That is painful.
That is painful. I would need to spend 3 whole bullets.
Or 1 heart, right?
Yeah. And what's under there?
Bullet. I'd go with the heart because
Yeah, I can get the heart back later. Okay, so we'll just make our discard pile over here or something, okay? So I'm gonna spend a heart, I'll defeat him. He goes to my pile, I take the bullet. Oh, look at Deacon, just so you know, look, there's 2 connected.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna put one of these back in the bullet bag. I wonder how long that's been that way. Okay, that's the end of my move. Now I roll for zombie moves. 2 zombies can move. Imagine that. They can only move 1 square at a time. They can't move diagonally. So I'm going to move him here, and I'm going to move him here. And it goes to you.
All right.
So you draw a tile, draw a city tile.
I'm assuming you didn't want to discard any of your cards.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate the courtesy.
If you do, go ahead and do that now. I will wait.
No, I'm good.
Okay. So I pulled an unknown, well, not unknown, but unnamed.
Ah, okay. Unnamed road.
So that'll be 3 zombies. 2?
Yeah, because you only put them where
openings.
the openings, entrances, or exits, or whatever you want to call them.
Okay. And any life or bullets on there? I can't remember how those work.
No, only if it's named, and it'll tell you what it has on there.
That's tricky. Okay.
Now, so the other thing, just to refresh your memory, the goal at the end of the game is to be the first one to get to the helipad, kill the zombies on the helipad, get in a helicopter, get out of dodge.
Yep.
And then you win the game. Alternatively, if you kill 25 zombies before your opponent gets to the helipad, or before you get to the helipad, you win the game. I guess they consider that like a overwhelming victory or whatever. Okay. All right. So you don't have you have no combat. You have 3 cards already, right?
Yep.
So the next thing is roll for movement.
I'm gonna roll for zombie movement now to see how many of them get to move. 3.
3.
Awesome. Gonna move him into here.
Okay. You can move a zombie into your own square. And obviously you can move a zombie into your opponent's square.
Which I will do.
Okay.
And I don't like that bullet being exposed, so I'll cover that up.
Of course, why make it easy on them? So now you've got to fight.
Do have to
Or
fight.
actually, let me look that up, like if that comes next turn.
I don't believe it does. I believe you fight like on your turn if it moves into your square.
Hold on. Clear movement rolls. Any zombies encountered while moving must be fought before movement continues. If a player moves into a space containing a life or bullet token, no zombie, yada yada. Zombie movement rules here. It doesn't say, but I would say you'd have to do it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it makes sense.
That's kind of what I was thinking, yeah. Alright.
Alternatively, before you move on the next round, you would have to do it, so I guess it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. So 2 bullets or 1 life.
I think I'm going to go with the bullets on this one.
Okay.
Put those in the discard, discard.
Yeah.
And, oh god, that's what I didn't like about this game.
Yeah, it does get a little fiddly trying to keep the tiles together, but...
And I'm not going to discard anything.
Okay.
You also have to fight, I believe. Oh, wait, that'll get resolved on your turn.
Well, so the first thing is I got to draw a towel.
Yep. What'd you draw?
Oh, it's the skate shop.
Oh,
we were just
look
talking
at
about that. Excellent. Which way do I want to go with this?
We also kind of have to work together with this to make sure we don't run out of space on the table.
Right. Yeah, I'm not terribly concerned about that.
Oh, and that's a T section. That's good.
Yeah.
Maybe down here?
Well, I think it's 6 1, half dozen the other. We go either way.
Yeah.
And this way it opens it up, so for here, and then it
Okay.
still opens it there. Okay, so then it has 3 zombies, no lives, 1 bullet. I'm just going to take from the discard.
Yeah.
Since they're already out
Oh, yeah,
here.
that's fine.
And I'm going to make this easy. I'm going to put the bullet right here. 1, 2, 3. Now, what would be hilarious is if I had the
Skateboard.
the skateboard.
Yeah.
Okay, so combat any zombies on your on your current space, and I do have them. So I got to roll
4,
5, or 6. 5.
Ooh,
okay.
That sucks.
So I got him. There was nothing under there. Now I can make a movement. Oh, draw back up to 3. I already have 3. But let me double check if there's anything here. Okay. 3. 1, 2. I'm gonna fight him. 2. And I'll spend 2 bullets. So kill him. I get 1 bullet back. And then I'll move the last one. 4. Okay.
Alright.
I roll for zombies, so 2 zombies can move. I'll move him. And I'll move him.
When you shuffle the cards, are you supposed to make sure that the helicopter is on the bottom?
I did.
Okay,
Yep.
good.
Yeah, on the city tiles. Because otherwise what happens is
Yeah.
if it comes up, that's the end of the game. Then you just play towards that. No, I think I'm still going to hang on to these.
All right.
And I'm done.
All right. Goes to my turn.
Yeah.
I'll start with drawing a card. I don't have anything else to do. I'll put this here. Really start to load you up on zombies over here.
Yeah. Whoa, that's gonna get tough.
Hey, I'm just helping you win.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You're such a pal.
Next up, movement. That's
1.
real helpful. Zombie movement. 1. Want to switch dice?
This is gonna be a slow game for you.
Yeah. 2. I'm gonna have to spend a life.
Okay. Wow, that sucks.
Yeah, this is not going well.
All right. Let's put that right there in the
hard to
middle.
grab that token. I might grab a different die. If that's all right with you.
That's fine with me. Are you gonna discard anything?
No, I'd like to keep my cards.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and I'll draw a tile here. Oh, it's a straight road. It's the Army Surplus Store. Where's a good place for this?
Trying to see if that shows up on the stream at all.
Yeah, there's a delay.
Yeah, it's just kind of hard to tell. I did get a special 40k Imperium die that I'm using to purge the heretics.
2 zombies, no lives, 2 bullets. Maybe I'll help you out. How many bullets? 2?
Yep. And 2 zombies.
I'll let you put those.
Oh, nice. You want me to put the zombies on?
Yeah. Okay. So I've got that. I've got no combat. I've got 3 cards. Movement roll. So 3.
Oh. I have to... No, I already did that combat. I just forgot to move him.
Yep. Yeah, because you
Yep.
spent the tokens. So I rolled 3. Okay, 1. I get a life back. 2. 3. That's it for my movement. Roll for the zombies. So 3 zombies can move. We're going to move him there. Oh, no. I'll keep him there. 1, 2, 3. And, you know, I might just... I'm going to discard.
Okay.
Okay, I'll put that face up. Should I put him here?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because I think there was one that allows you to draw, right, from the discard
Gain
deck.
2 health. Is that the hearts? The heart tokens?
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. I think there might be a couple of those, though, so...
Alright, my turn. Start off with drawing a tile.
What'd you get?
It's a corner. So I think I'm going to play this here so it doesn't go too far this way. Need 2 zombies.
Okay. So you got no combat.
Go right into
You don't
movement.
need to draw your cards. Yeah.
With a 5,
There
that's
you go.
much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That puts you in there.
Yep. And the zombies. Ooh, 1. So we're going to move that guy in there. And for combat, because I do have to do that right away, I rolled a 5.
Nice. Yeah.
So
Okay.
that is,
I'll roll for... was that zombie movement?
yep, I rolled
Okay.
a 1 for zombie movement.
Yeah. Discard?
Nope, I'm not going to discard
Okay.
anything.
All right. The police station. The Popo. Okay.
Is that a dead end?
Yeah, it is a dead end. So
Okay.
this is going to suck because this is going to be a short game if we can't open up some of this stuff.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, why don't we put it here and we can build around it.
Yeah.
Because we still have this and we still have that.
It's a good idea.
The Popo. 6 zombies. 2 lives, 4 bullets. 2, 3, 4.
6 zombies?
That's what it says.
I pulled one short.
Here, let's put these in there first. Um, you can put the zombies in there because it's closer to you, and it's going to go one in every square basically where there's a token. Okay.
All right. You want to just roll movement while I'm setting these up?
4.
Wait. I am going to play.
And now it happens.
I'm gonna play lots of running and screaming. Play. Here, I'll set it down on the table. Play this card when an opponent rolls their movement. Instead of opponent, immediately use their movement to to move your own pawn. After movement, the play continues as normal. This does not count as your movement on your next turn. So I get 4 free tiles to move. I'm gonna move 1. Kill a zombie.
Yeah, that was a good roll.
Collect a bullet. 2, 3.
Yep.
Collect a bullet.
Yep.
4.
4. Yep.
And I'm knocking the tiles everywhere.
It's all right.
Thank you very much. Alright, and now it's on to your zombie movement.
So I don't move, right?
Nope, you do not.
Okay. 4.
4 zombies. Ooh, okay.
1, 2. 3, 4. Okay. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't draw a card for the last
Oh,
turn.
you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to do that?
I guess I'll do that.
Yeah, just do it now.
Okay. I'm not gonna discard anything.
Okay. Oh, I have to draw.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah. We gotta get better at that.
Yeah, we
that's
do.
actually the third step. Draw a tile from the deck. Combat any zombies on your turn. Draw up to 3 cards, and then you move. Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize I was supposed to do that on your turn. I thought that's just when you played. My bad.
No, you do it on your turn. Yeah.
Oh, it's,
But
yeah.
it's all good.
Okay.
It's all good. We haven't played this in ages.
Yeah.
Okay, your turn, right?
Did you move the zombies?
Yeah, I did. I moved 4 zombies.
Okay. So yeah, it is my turn now. Draw a tile. I'll put that there.
We can build up here too.
Oh, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe it'd be better to move closer to the camera with this.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, we could do that.
And if anything, we could get a T there. Have
Yeah.
another row of
Okay.
tiles there. 2 zombies.
Yep.
There and there.
Yep.
No
Combat. have
combat.
Combat. Okay.
Gonna roll for
And
movement.
then draw. Do you need to draw?
I
No,
have
you
3.
already did that. Make a movement roll.
4.
4. Okay. Roll for zombie.
4.
Okay. Anything you want at this card? There are tons of expansions for this game too. I'm not sure how many of them are still in print, but they had like a military base one.
This. Do I draw now or do I draw on my turn?
On your turn?
Okay.
Yep. I think they had one called Chopping Mall too. That was an expansion. I might even have that. The zombies
like
6 feet
clown
under.
one, didn't
There,
they?
yeah, there were all kinds of stuff. You can get zombie dogs as the miniatures. It's kind of crazy. My turn.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Speaking of dog miniatures,
All right,
I
here we
still
go.
really
We got a
wanna-
3. This is
Ooh, that's
unnamed,
good.
even though it's got a name here.
No,
It's
I
not
know.
named because
Yeah.
it doesn't have the thing.
Oh, you're
So
talking
where
about
do
that.
we want to put
We
this
could put
3-way?
that here. I was thinking, yeah, that way. Because then if we get another corner, we can.
Yeah.
Round
Okay,
up
I
that
need
way.
3 zombies if you would, please.
Here you go.
All right, thank you.
3 walkers.
Okay. Now, I don't have any combat. I have 3 cards in my hand, and
Roll for movement.
yes.
I'm gonna
6.
play lots of running and screaming. I actually had a second one, so I'm gonna get 6 free moves.
Okay, I'm gonna play claustrophobia.
Ooh. What does that do?
Yeah, target player may not enter any building during the next turn. If in a building, target player must use all movement to exit.
That sucks. Okay. Still, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And you can't enter the building.
Nope, but I do have to roll for combat, which I make with 6.
Yep. You bastard.
So no movement for you once again. How sad.
Too bad, so sad.
You want to roll for zombies?
Yeah, I guess that's the next step, right?
Yep.
So 4 of them. Let's see. Gangbang you.
Wait,
1.
I have to roll for that immediately, I think. Right?
Okay.
Combat. 6.
Yeah.
I suppose that would have gotten resolved on my turn. Still doing things out of order.
2, 3, 4.
That's
Yep,
4.
that's it. For
Mhm.
4. Okay.
4.
All right. I don't have anything I want to discard,
All
so
right.
it goes to you.
My turn.
Draw a
I have
tile.
to draw a tile. Ooh, ooh.
What'd you get?
That's dangerous. The hospital.
Oh yeah, that's a chock full of zombies.
8, to be specific.
Yeah, but how many lives?
4.
Yep.
Well, you can't even take them all. Unless you're empty.
Right.
I could play this. That
Oh,
locks
it's a
off-
dead end too.
Yeah, it is a dead end.
Rats.
How about there?
Well, how about here, and then we can keep the movement going over that way.
Closer to you. I'm fine with that.
I'm not really thinking of that. I'm just thinking in terms of like the edge of the table and we're going over towards the camera, which is fine.
Alright. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6,
4 lives, no bullets.
7, 8.
Yeah, hold on. I'll put those on here, but let me get these out first. 1, 2, 3, 4.
How about this one, that one? Oh, no. These bottom 2, very bottom. So like,
Here?
No, like. Oh, sorry.
I'll do it. Just
Yeah.
tell me where you want it.
So this square, this square.
The square.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
Okay.
All the way in the corners, furthest from where you can be. Oh, come on. Ah, fuck. That's what I didn't miss
Alright.
about this game was messing up the tiles, trying to put zombies on.
It's control. It's all about
Yep.
motor control. All right. So you drew the card. Okay. Do you have any combat?
Nope.
Okay.
Draw
Draw
up
back
to
up
3.
to 3. Yeah. You only have one hand in your, one card in your hand.
Yeah, play 2.
Okay.
Nice. And
Roll
I
for movement.
yes, I'm gonna center myself in that square. 4, I can move up to the max, so I'm not gonna move at all. Yeah, I'm not gonna move at all. I want to stay in front of the building, but I can't go in it because of that claustrophobia card. So, I'm staying in front. Zombies, 2 zombies. Gonna move 1 onto me, 1 there.
Okay.
And I suppose technically I am supposed to wait until. Well, it is my turn, so would I resolve that now, or would I wait until my next turn when it's resolve any active combats.
Well, I mean, okay, so at the beginning of your turn, you draw a tile. The second step is combat any zombies on your current space. See combat rules section. Now, in the combat rules, anytime you begin your turn on the same space as a zombie or you land on a space occupied by a zombie during movement, combat ensues. So you didn't begin your turn with a zombie there.
Yeah.
And you didn't land on a space already occupied by a zombie.
Okay, so just go to next
during
turn.
movement. Hold on. Yeah, so on the next turn, so you basically sit there having a conversation with a shambler. So
Yeah.
how's it going? Come here often? Okay.
And,
anything you want to discard?
Yeah, I'll discard this.
What is it?
I don't think they're dead. Target must win 2 additional combats or return 2 zombies to the zombie pool.
Yeah, that's the one I was saying.
Yeah.
That it has errata written in there for it. Okay. All right, my turn.
Yeah. Here we go.
Draw a tile, and we've got. It's the toy store.
Just wait until you see my next 3. Lots of running and screaming. No more movement for you this game.
This is a corner.
Down, facing that way. Well, yeah, like that.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if we want to do it over there.
Where? Because if we go here, I can barely fit another tile on there.
Yeah, okay.
At least this way, if we get like a 3-way, we can put it like that.
1 life, 1 bullet.
No zombies?
Oh,
3 zombies.
Okay. One here. Oh, that's a door.
Mm-hmm.
There.
This is also a door, if you
Yeah.
want to move that.
Okay. Now, I don't have any combat. Draw up to 3, so I've got 2 in my hand. Okay, very nice. Movement. 2. That's not very helpful. 2. Zombies. 1. Okay.
I go.
Yep. Straw towel.
This is... Put this like this.
Sure. That needs 3 zombies. I'm gonna start putting some shit up there, like where you're
Yeah.
at.
You've got a few more than I do.
But you don't have
Does
a
it
way
go
out.
to-
You can only go around, or you gotta go up this
Does it
way.
go to cards or resolve
Combat.
attack? Okay. Combat's next. I did not make that, but I'm going to toss
Spend
a
a bullet.
bullet.
Okay.
And I do make that.
All right. Draw back up to 3.
Okay. Movement. And
Okay.
I can go in the building now because I
Yep.
do not have claustrophobia anymore. 2. So good. I am gonna... Well, first of all, I'm gonna move in a square.
Okay.
That should be back here, sorry. Then I'm gonna
That-
play...
That does require combat.
Yep. And I'm gonna play Meat Cleaver.
Oh, nice.
Which is a weapon. It says play this card in front of you when you are in any building or store. You gain +1 to all of your combat rolls until you lose a life token in combat. Meat Cleaver counts as a weapon.
I'm gonna play. Hey, I got one of those.
Oh.
Play this card when another player plays a weapon/item card. This card is an exact copy of that and counts as a weapon.
Nice. Shame you're not in
Yeah.
any buildings though, because that's the only time it takes
then
effect.
I'm coming after you,
Oh, that's true.
and you don't know about the PvP card
So-
I have. Just kidding. Look on your face. I wish I
Alright,
had a photo of
combat.
that, just for that half a trillionth of a second.
I made that with a 7.
With a what?
7 because +1.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was like, wait a minute, this ain't D&D. Where are you getting the +1 from? I forgot you had the meat cleaver.
Yep. And I'm gonna take the free bullet.
How many did you roll for movement?
2.
Okay.
It wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Um.
Zombie movement?
Yes, zombie movement. 4. That's good. Do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Do you want to discard anything?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right.
Oh, sorry. Before you play your turn, I am gonna play another card, not discard. Is that all right with you?
You can only do one per turn.
Oh, you can only play one per turn.
Yep.
Can you only play on your turn? Unless
no, you can play any time, but you can only play once per. I'll read it to you again. Or I will read it to you for the first time. Events may be played at any time. You may only play one event card during a round, that is from the beginning of your turn to the beginning of your next turn. You may never have more than 3 event cards at the end of your turn.
Okay.
A player may discard 1 event card at the end of his or her turn, or their turn. These are old directions, it says his. But
yeah.
Discarding signals the end of the turn, and no further turn actions may be taken once a card has been discarded. Okay?
Alright.
All good?
Yeah.
Okay. So, no discard?
No discard.
Okay. Alright, I'll take a tile, and it's a roadway.
Maybe put that down here?
Yeah, let's put that there. And then put 2 zombies there, if you will, my friend.
Alright. It's your go. No active combat. You want to draw a card?
Yeah, I'm just thinking. What am I going to do here? Okay. Movement.
Yeah. Alright, wait. Since I know how much you love when I do this, I'm going to play Brain Cramp. When another player begins to move, you may decide where that player moves. So you rolled 6, which is great. You're going to move 1, 2, 3. You want to roll for combat real quick?
I love you, son.
You made it. 4, 5, 6. I'll discard that.
That was a good play.
Yeah. Oh, that's the way I play. Either we win together or I win.
Okay, so that was my movement.
Yep. Zombie movement.
It was not my movement.
Well, it was.
That was my movement.
Yep.
And zombies.
Ooh.
So 5
nice.
of them. 1.
Oh, that's no fun.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and
I believe that's it for your
I
turn.
don't think. Yeah, but I got a discard if I want.
Oh yeah.
Is the sporting goods store out here? What do we have?
Is not.
Army surplus.
We have army
skate
surplus,
shop,
police,
toy store, hospital.
hardware. We're going all in order. Army surplus, police, hardware, skate, toy, hospital.
Okay.
Do you have a hardware store card? Oh, it'd suck to discard
All
that.
right, I'm gonna hang on to my cards.
All right.
Okay. So it's your turn.
All right.
Tile?
Yeah. What do I get? The gas station.
Let's see.
It is a 3-way section,
Nice,
so I'm gonna put that
one of those.
here. That way, if we get a corner, we can link that up.
Yeah.
Or if we get another three-way
Yeah.
intersection, we can do that.
Yep.
Anything going there. No.
So we have an open road here, an open road here,
An open
two
road there.
one there. Okay.
Yep. I have no active combat, so I'm going to draw back up to 3.
Okay.
Not a fan of that. I am a fan of that. Alright, now I'm going on to my movement. That is what I like to see. What do you have? No cards? Okay. Well, you were looking at your cards like you were going to play something. 1, 2.
You're paranoid.
Oh god, here we go. I need a pair of tweezers for this. And you can have unlimited bullets, right?
Yes.
3. Now this again, because meat cleaver, this is a +1, so I need a 3 or higher on the die, which I make. 4, 5. I make that.
Yeah. Dang, how many zombies are you up to now?
I don't
3,
know.
6,
And
9,
then
10.
6. That is my movement.
Okay.
Kicked
Right.
ass in the police station. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Can kick ass and chew bubblegum, and you're all out of bubblegum.
Oh yeah.
Okay, zombie movement.
Yes. Zombies. 5.
That's a good roll.
Gonna play 1, 2, 3,
Uh-huh.
4.
Yep. Just move a rando.
Yeah, I'll move this guy 5.
Okay. Do you want to discard anything?
I do actually. Yeah.
I thought you pulled one that you said you
yeah.
didn't like. What is
It's fire axe. It's the +1 in a fire station,
it? Oh,
and I really don't use that.
okay. I would use
I-
anything that's +1 if I had
Well,
the
I've got
ability to.
I've got a +1 that's already out for any
Yeah.
store.
That's true, and so do I.
Yeah.
If I can ever like get some movement going here. Okay.
Nah.
Time to switch up the strategy. All right. You're done. You discarded that, right?
I did, yes.
Okay. Oh, I don't like these because
Ooh, what is it?
it's a straight road.
Oh, that. Oh, how about here?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a name store too. It's the
Ooh.
drugstore.
The drugstore.
All aboard. Oh wait, we can't sing because
Nope.
we might get
No DMCA
yeah,
today.
No DMCA. What do we say to the DMCA?
Not today.
Okay.
Now let's hope that doesn't get us straight
Yeah.
struck. How many does that have? 3 zombies.
But it's hilarious that we both
Yeah.
get the same. 3 zombies. Okay, how many lives?
3 lives, no bullets.
It's a drugstore.
Yep.
They don't have bullets. They have prescription medication,
Yep.
which is just as bad as a bullet in some cases.
You want me to? Oh, it's just
Just go. Yeah, there's just 3 tiles, so they're
Yeah.
gonna have 3, 3, and 3 and 3.
same with the zombies.
All right.
Same with the zombies, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's all that's the only place they can go. All right, I got combat.
Yeah.
It's a 3. I'm gonna spend a bullet to make that a 4. Oh no! I got the meat cleaver.
No, you're not in the store.
+1.
Nope. Play this card in front of you when you are in any building or store. You're on the road right now.
When you're in, you play the card and it comes out on the table.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know if it means specifically that
Yeah,
you can
I
only
don't-
use the weapon in the store,
I don't either.
but you can't play it until. Well, read it again.
Play this card in front of you when you are in any building or store. You gain a +1 to all of your combat rolls until you lose a life token in combat. Meat cleaver counts as weapon.
Yeah, so you can't
Counts
play
as
it
a
until
weapon.
you're in
Yeah,
a store.
okay,
So then the
that's-
weapon stays in play until you lose a life token.
Awesome.
So I made that roll. Die, zombie. Okay, next. I got 3 cards. Pretty
Did you
happy
finish
with
your
them.
move? Oh no, you're
I haven't moved yet.
Yeah, you have to. Yep.
I don't want to. I can't draw anything, but I want to see.
Ooh, looks like this stream is going to go a bit long tonight. It's already 10.
We're already at 10
Yeah, we're
o'clock?
already at 10.
Wow, okay.
There's our
Should we
2
just keep
hours.
going, or what,
Yeah.
what do you want to
Oh
do?
yeah, let's
Okay.
finish the game.
All right.
Always finish the game, man.
Zombies, no.
It's more content.
Yeah, I'm going to...
I don't know if we have any viewers,
All right.
though. Well, it says we have 3, so...
Yeah, it's all good. 6.
Ooh,
A movement for 6. 1. 2. I'm going to fight this guy. That's a 1.
Ooh.
That gives me a 2. I could spend 2 bullets. I'll spend 2 bullets to bring me up, and I got the +1 for that. That's a 4.
Yeah.
I'll take him, and I get 1 bullet back. So that was
1,
1,
2.
2.
And you rolled a what? 6? Here,
yeah.
you want to use this die as well?
3, 4, 5.
What? Where did you go?
I was here. That was 2.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 6
1,
to move.
2. Did
Yep.
you go 3, 4, 5?
3,
Mm,
4,
okay.
5.
Yeah, the way you moved it, like, it just looked like you had gone out of a window there.
No, go ahead, take that.
Yeah, it's the bad die. 1.
So it brings me to a 2. I'm gonna spend 1 life.
Alright. Your meat cleaver goes away.
Oh, you're right. I might want to rethink that.
You might, yeah. So you have a 2 right now. You could spend 2 bullets.
I'm gonna play alternate food source. No zombies
Ooh.
attack until the end of your next turn.
Smart, yeah. Okay.
So that was 5,
6.
6.
You're gonna have a bad time when I start to move zombies on you. Can only one zombie be on the same tile as you at a time?
No zombies attack
I know,
until
but
the
that doesn't
end of
mean-
my next turn.
But that doesn't mean they can be on the same tile as you. Or that doesn't mean they can't be on the same tile as you, right? That just means that
They
you
just
don't
don't
get attacked.
attack.
Yeah.
Yep. I can be in the same tile, they just don't attack.
Yeah. Alright.
That means for you too, no zombies attack.
Oh, I know.
Okay, so roll for zombie movement. 4 are gonna move. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so do I want to discard anything? I do not. That's it for me.
Alright.
Draw a tile.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, the sporting goods store. You were just looking for this. This is a dead end. How do we feel about there? No? Can't do that.
That really kind of stinks. I would
I'd
put
go
it
here.
there
Yeah, I think this is the...
because we have room to move here and here and here.
Yeah.
You know, and if we get to the point where we're cut off, the game goes into end game, and there are rules for that.
Okay. So, that is 6 zombies, again.
All right.
So one,
How
two,
many lives
three.
and how many bullets?
Not sure, give me a
2
second.
lives and 4 bullets.
Yep, 2 lives, 4 bullets.
Okay.
Oh, I'm knocking my tokens around. 1, 2,
Oh, I had enough in the discard
3,
pile.
4, 5, 6.
Here, I'm gonna pass these over to you to.
I mean,
out.
it's just any
Okay.
order. It's gonna take up all the tiles.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you wanted to use any strategy about where you put the lives versus the bullets.
Nope.
You know. Okay.
Ah, come on.
Ooh, excuse me.
And there's the 6 zombies in there.
All right, you have no combat.
Nope.
Draw
I need
up to 3?
Yep, I need to draw one more. Ooh, that's bad. It's not for me.
And
Movement.
okay, so yeah.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and easy. Zombie movement 6. Gonna do 1.
Yep.
2, 3. Start to go 4, 5. Oh, what the hell? 6.
Okay. Anything you want to discard?
That's a good question. No, there is not.
All right, let's see. Takes it to the top of the turn for me. See, this is okay. That's not so bad.
What is it?
It's a straight road,
How about here?
and yeah, that's what I was thinking because
definitely
you
there.
can kind of come around here.
Yep.
So you need 2 zombies over there if you would.
Sure thing.
Okay. I don't have combat because no zombies are going to attack till the end of this turn. I do need to draw another card to bring me up to 3. Okay. And then now I'm going to make a movement roll. So I get to move 3. 1, 2,
Hold on.
3.
Keep holding that for a second. I want to take a picture.
The
For
zombie?
Instagram. Yeah, no, keep holding your guy. Alright.
Zombies move.
Promotional pictures. Ooh, just 1.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Um.
Oh, interesting. That is not the choice I would have made.
Okay, I'm not going to discard. That ends my turn.
Alright.
Sorry, it took me a little while to
No,
figure
it's
that
fine.
out. Just had to see what I had in my hand.
My turn.
Hey, let's do this.
Oh,
let's,
yeah,
let's
that's a
move
good idea.
The discard pile and everything over to this side.
Not gonna have anything up there.
We'll turn it this way. Oh, that's good. That'll work.
And then can you reach the tiles
Yep.
from there? Okay.
Absolutely.
What did I pull?
Yeah, I
Another
don't have
straight
T-Rex
road.
arms.
Hmm.
Yeah, see what I mean?
This is now this is tough. That's really the only place we can put it because
yeah.
The problem is we'll need a corner there or a T section.
Well, again, if we so put the 2 zombies on there, and I'll tell you what it says.
We can figure that. We can figure that out when we get to that point. Did we juice up the gas station with it? We did.
It is possible. What?
We didn't put anything in the gas station.
Oh yeah. How did we miss that?
No clue.
No, we killed that, didn't we?
No, because neither of us have been down there.
Okay.
I need a life.
It is possible to place map tiles in such a manner that no further tiles can be played. If this occurs, the player who plays the last tile immediately loses the rest of their turn. Play continues until one player collects 25 zombies.
Okay.
So we just go around like
2 lives.
You need 2 lives?
Yep.
Okay.
Can't believe we forgot to do the gas station.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like we're like.
I was gonna say that.
Rushing over there to get to it.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna say that tile looks awfully empty.
good catch.
Better late than never. I have active combat that I need to resolve. So do that with a 1.
Do you see?
Yeah.
Perfect basket.
So I have a 2 there because of the meat cleaver. I'm going to drop 2 bullets. Do not want to waste a life on that. That's a bad roll right there. And now I'm onto my movement.
Okay. Is that a 1?
Yeah, that is. That is a
Okay.
whopping 1 tile, which I'll move there to zombies. So, okay. I see how it is. This might actually be helping me for all I know. I did 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I move
2
in here?
more.
4.
Just
Yeah.
just,
Yeah,
it's like I want to go. Just.
All right, they're my zombies, and
Okay.
I might have moved 1 more. I'm not sure if I counted
That's
right.
fine. At this point, I mean, there's so many on the board, like it's not gonna matter. Do you want to discard anything?
No.
Okay. My Huh? Going once. Going twice.
No.
Okay. Corner.
Yeah,
All
let's do
right.
here.
Put that over there. Put 2 zombies on that if you would. Thank you kindly. Now, I've got a combat. I still have the meat cleaver in place. That gives me a +1. So I defeat that easily with a 7.
Nice.
Let's see. Okay. Movement. 3. 1. 2.
I would like to play a card, if you let me, called Where Did Everybody Go? Which says, play this card to move target opponent 5 spaces.
Okay, I'm going to play. Where's that music coming from? Play this card to cancel any event that is directly played on you. You may not violate normal card playing rules with this card.
So do I just discard this then?
Yep.
Damn, that sucks. Oh, I was going to move you right back out.
I know you were. That's why I needed that. Okay, combat. Beat him easily. And I got one more move. So go here. There's nothing there. Beat him. Okay. I don't have... don't have anything I want to discard. Oh, that was my move. I gotta move zombies. 1.
Oh, okay. I actually like that. Thank you.
But there's nothing over there for you to get, so... Okay, I have nothing under this card.
Right.
That's the end of my turn. Goes to you.
Awesome. Tile.
What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get?
It's a dead end.
Okay, let me take a look.
So, it is the fire station. You need 4 lives and 2 bullets.
We can't play it, though, because there's nowhere to connect it. So, what this says is... it is possible to place map tiles in such a manner that no further tiles can be played.
Very cool cards. They look like... It's hard to move it for a camera. They look like this, if you've not seen the game before.
If this occurs, the player who plays the last tile immediately loses the rest of their turn. What I don't get, though, is, like... It says... Tiles may be rotated in any direction, but must be placed so that all roads are connected. You may not block any road with the side of a building. So what does that mean? Do you just not place a card? Because further down it says, it is possible to place map tiles in such a manner that no further tiles can be played. So I would take that as if you put a corner there,
Yeah.
you can't play anything else. If you put a straight road there, you can't because it blocks. Because it tells you it's sort of a loop. So let's make a judgment call. What do you think? You could either not play it and take your normal turn, and then I could draw a tile and see if I could put it, and then not play it. And
we could also rotate a tile, which I know technically.
No, I don't want to do that.
No? Okay.
Just because.
Fair enough.
Then the next thing, because they sound like they're trying to make up for that, but it says, if this occurs, the player who plays the last tile, that's you, immediately loses the rest of their turn.
I'll just not play it then.
Right,
Oops.
but I don't know if it contradicts the first one. So that means this never gets...
Yeah.
Or we could put it there and just say, that's it, and we can't play anymore. Play continues until one player collects 25 zombies. Okay, we'll leave that open then.
Alright.
So that's the end of your turn.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay, I thought you were going to place a card there.
But now, do I draw a tile?
Do
See
I
the
draw
quandary?
another card?
That's the end of your turn.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. You lose the rest of your turn.
Alright.
Movement and everything. So now that begs the question, do I draw another tile? I've never actually hit this scenario before.
I have not either.
So I would say...
You want to go for it? How about making a choice? You can choose to not draw a tile, and take your turn, or you can choose to draw a tile and
Maybe I draw a tile, and if I can do it, I do it. But if I don't, then I
Then
lose
you-
the rest of
yeah.
my turn.
Yeah,
Okay, you
that's
want,
kind of
wanna
what
do
I was
that?
going for. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. It's a straight road,
Ooh, can't do that.
so I can't do that.
Nope.
So I'm gonna discard it. I lose the
Alright.
rest of my turn. I don't get to draw. I don't get to do anything.
Back to me then.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
skip drawing. Oh, are we just going back and forth?
Yeah, until we get one that. All right. Well, there we go.
Yeah. So I need
So
4 zombies.
and nothing else, right?
Nope.
Right.
Eins, zwei,
Drei.
drei, vier. Need to draw up to 6 cards. Jesus, 3 cards. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna wait till the end of my turn to play this.
Okay. Interesting.
All right, I'll go into movement. 3, not bad. Go 1. Beat the zombie.
4 because of the meat cleaver. Yep.
2, 3.
Okay.
And
Roll for zombie movement.
Yes, roll for zombie movement. 3, perfect. 1. 2, 3.
Okay. Anything you want to discard?
No. Yes. Discard the alternate food source.
Okay. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, goes to me. Oh, another 4-way.
Awesome. That's a really good spot for it.
So we'll put that there.
That is actually the only spot it can go in.
Right. Do I have combat? I do not. So I draw up to 3. And let's see, what did I get?
I wonder if the camera can pick this up. If it's going to be backwards. I'm trying to cheat.
Okay.
It's going to be fun to play this card.
Movement. 2. So I go here. I gotta fight them. Beat them. And then 2 for my second movement.
Mm-hmm. Beat him.
Beat that one. And I got
Free
a life.
life. Congrats, you have a life.
Get a life. Now, zombies. 5 are gonna move. So we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. And where was the sporting goods store? Oh, it's over there, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm good.
Alright. My turn.
Yep.
I will draw a tile.
I get the feeling we didn't do that right, but that's okay.
I get
'Cause
the
I think at that
feeling
point
the
we
deck
should've-
needed to be shuffled a bit more because I drew another 4-way
Yeah.
intersection.
You put it
and-
here. Oh, so.
That's not what I meant to do. I meant to bring it out to the side a bit more. Yeah, I'll place that there.
Yeah, okay.
That way we're not running out of room quite yet. I need to.
So we could do a corner or a 3-way here.
Yep. I need to resolve combat first, which I do make with a
Wait.
4.
You gotta put zombies. We didn't put zombies on either. of
Oh,
those.
we do. Okay, so good catch. There's that. There's that.
Excellent.
Now, I did the combat, made the roll. Putting him there.
How many do you have now?
13.
Okay.
Doing them in rows of 5. Makes it easier to count. I need to draw up to 3. Nice. Yeah, okay. I have a plan.
I've got an angle. I have an angle.
Alright, so I'm gonna move 2 squares.
Okay.
Gonna zombie move.
Okay.
I didn't really think that one through. There's my 2 zombies. And are you having fun in that hospital?
Sure.
Oh, you don't put your cards. I might not do that then. I could give you more zombies to kill. I could wait till the hospital's more empty to do that, though.
You could.
I think you're playing mind games on me.
Do you?
Yeah. I'm going to play Bad Sense of Direction. Do you want to play anything to counter it?
What is it?
Move target back to town center.
Oh, wow, that really blows.
Yeah. It could help you. You can move all the way down here.
No, it's all right. I mean, it's here.
Yep. The statue. All right. And that is it for my turn.
Okay, you don't want to discard anything.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't.
Draw a
Moving
tile.
back out of frame.
We're actually getting down close to the bottom of the deck.
We
Okay,
are.
there's a 3-way.
A 3-way, good.
So I'm
Put
going
that-
to connect these.
I have to stand up for a minute. All the sitting's killing me.
It's all good. Could you give me 3 zombies, please?
Yeah, sure thing.
I'm not going to jinx myself, but I was going to say this might be the first time that we actually haven't had to break into the other bag of zombies.
I didn't even remember there was a second bag.
Oh, yeah. We got
the clear
glow-in-the-dark ones.
Yeah, I forgot about those.
Okay. Drew a tile. I have no combat.
Movement.
I'm gonna. I got 3 cards, and movement. 2 zombies. 2. 1. 2. Is there anything I wanna? Yeah, I'm gonna discard that finally. Sporting goods store.
Ah, yeah.
I don't think I'm heading over that way. Okay. All right. That's it for me. Your turn. Draw a tile.
Ooh, perfect. I got the lawn and garden store, which I can put here to block this off.
Okay.
Oh, might be better to actually put it down there.
Yeah.
Don't think I can do that.
Yeah, you can.
Remove the laptop back a
No,
bit.
no, no,
No?
no, no. No,
Put it
I'll
on the
show you.
laptop. Ooh.
Just slide it right there.
Now we have to move all of this
That's
up.
okay. Just do it very carefully. Very carefully. Very, very carefully. Okay, all good. See?
Yeah. All right. Now nothing else can go down there
Well, yeah, it's a dead end, obviously.
except for that one.
Yep.
So
Yep.
6 zombies. I think he did jinx it.
How many bullets? 3 bullets and 2 lives. Okay. I don't know what we have in the discard pile over here. 3 bullets and 2 lives.
That is correct.
Oops. Just need 1 more bullet. Alright. You don't mind if I just start popping these on here. If you want to move them, you move them wherever you want. But I'm just going to put them out so that... Okay.
Oh god, that's tough to move.
My party's done.
All right. Now for the fun part.
How many? 6?
6.
What are we doing tomorrow? It's Sunday.
Sleeping in.
Sleeping in?
Oh,
Sounds
yeah.
like a plan. Get up and have late brunch.
I do have active combat, which
Okay.
I make
Yep. Okay.
up to 14. You better slow me down, man, or I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
I
don't
need
have
to
anything that
draw
can do
up to
that, so-
3. I don't like that one.
Okay.
And my movement.
Yep.
2. Gonna move 1.
Okay.
Spend 2
No.
No,
Yeah,
1
the meat
bullet.
cleaver. Yep. You're welcome.
That's 15. And my second move.
Yep.
I make. Don't even have to
Easily.
spend anything.
Easy peasy.
Ooh, you might want to start kicking something in. 16. Less than 10.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what can I do? I mean, there's nothing I can do.
Flip the table.
Yeah. Flip the table. Yeah. This is a solid table.
It's not going anywhere.
No.
Alright, that's it for my
It's
turn.
not round, but circumference would be proud. Okay. All done?
Yep.
You're not going to discard?
Nope.
Okay.
Wait, actually, yes, I am going to discard. I don't like that. It's
All
a
right.
Toy Store card.
What was it? All the
basically,
marbles.
yeah. When you're in the toy store, you can play
Yep.
it, and zombies can't move.
Yep. Okay.
So, shitty card.
Yeah, it's alright. I mean, it's got its uses.
Oh, it has its use. I'm just not going to the toy store
Okay.
anytime soon.
So
What is
it's a three-way. Do we want to play it here? We have an open road there. I mean, it's a named
Yeah, maybe we do.
florist shop.
Maybe we do, because we could put 1 here and 1 here. So if there's a dead end...
Yeah, let's do that.
And how
Okay,
many?
so
3 zombies, I'm
3
guessing?
zombies, 1 life, 1 bullet. So here's the bullet.
You just want to put that, like, off to the side where it's not in front of the door?
I don't care. I'm just putting them out here.
Alright.
At this point, it's a scramble. I think you're gonna. I think you got this game.
Yeah,
Could be
man,
wrong.
this is
Anything could
my
change,
game.
but
I am the winner. I did the
okay.
winning.
So drew tile. I have no combat.
Do you have to
do
draw?
have to draw up to 3. Let's see what I get. That's not helpful. Okay.
All right.
Movement.
Gonna move. Now you are gonna move, and I'm actually gonna play brain cramp. So you're gonna move where I say. So you're gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. I just don't want you moving around, you know.
Yeah. 2. Oops. 1, 2. And I'm gonna discard first aid kit.
Which one is that?
It's when you're in a hospital, you can use a
right. Discard a thing. To get a
discard
life.
that instead of a health.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it for me. Draw a tile. One more. It's a 4-way.
Okay. Thank God there is a spot for that. Let's see. You want to just?
Yeah, hand it to
that's
me.
4.
All right, this is getting intense.
Yep.
We got 1 tile left.
And that
That
one
means
tile
I get to play it.
is the
That's the
ending
helipad.
one. All right. I do not have active combat. I get to draw 2 more cards, so I'm up to 3. Okay.
You do not have a poker face at all.
No,
you get a
I
good
don't.
card, you're like,
Like an excited dog, yeah. It's a
hilarious.
good card. Or maybe it's a really bad one. I'm just
Probably
trying to
got
trick
the
you.
fucking. It's got the keys in it. It's still got the keys in it. Wait a minute.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, that's you. Sorry,
yeah.
you placed.
Yep, I
Okay,
drew.
yep,
now I'm
movement.
moving.
Okay.
This is my first movement. I make that.
Okay.
Bullet. Yeah. 2. So I get 2. I have to spend 2 bullets.
Yep. Put them here.
Oh, that's a heart token. I don't want to spend that. My 2 bullets. Come on.
It probably saved them money to have like the 2-tone tokens, but doing the hearts in red would have made them stick out so much more from the
Yeah.
bullets.
So that's all 5 hearts. I can't collect any more. 3. I make that.
Yep.
And I do get, and this is 4.
Yeah.
So
Take your
1,
tokens.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, that is 4.
Excuse me.
More
It's gonna sound great on the stream.
Yeah. And this is 5. I make that as well.
Yep.
Do that. Rearrange my zombies, which are now up to 20. Ooh, I can't actually take that.
No, you can't.
Nope. Alright, so
max.
that is the end. Oops.
Discard. Yeah, do you want to discard anything?
Yeah. This is the really good card that I got. And then, I completely misread that. Okay.
So it's not so good, or
it is good. It just has a weirdly specific use. So I am gonna hold on to it. It may be helpful.
Okay.
It may not.
all right,
We'll see.
all right.
It's one of those cards that's gonna like either change the game or do nothing.
Here we go.
The helipad.
The helipad.
9
this
zombies.
can be placed anywhere. So
Place it. No, you can't play. Oh, anywhere.
yep, it's got a road here, road here, road here. It's just it can be placed anywhere.
How many zombies? 9.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We don't have to break into the bag. Well, can't say that just yet.
Yeah, because there are still cards that could
Yep.
like screw over you or me.
So, the helicopter. Ooh, got a hiccup. The helicopter pad. You want to explain how that works?
yeah. So again, this is the end goal. You gotta race your ass to the helipad, kill the zombies there, and then get to the center tile and you win. Specifically, what
it's
it
get to the
says
center tile. I thought you
is-
had to clear it.
Well, so this is what was up for debate, and I believe there is online there is errata about this, and I'm not going to jump in there and look at it now. But
Yeah.
when the heliport card is turned up, the person who has the least number of zombie. Oh, see, even if you would have turned it up,
Yeah. You
the
get
person
to
who
play
has
it.
the least number of zombies gets to place it. In case of a tie, the tied player is randomly determined, so we'd roll off. That's going to be under placing map tiles.
I didn't move zombies on my turn. Oh well. Too bad. So sad.
God, I hate to suck up time.
Reading the rules.
Yeah,
Oh well. It's
but
important.
there is thing in here. Okay. Right.
What's it saying?
I feel really stupid because
Have we been playing it wrong?
I'm not even seeing it. No, I just read it earlier too, before the stream, and I read it for the purpose of so we could avoid this.
Yeah.
Object of the game. This is the only thing that explicitly says anything about it. The goal of zombies is to be the first player to reach the center square of the helipad tile, kill any zombies there, and escape the advancing horse. So yeah,
All right.
you got to kill any zombies in the center square. So that means the minimum you got 2 that you got to kill there.
All right.
All right. Because I remember I had an argument with somebody about that.
Yeah. And
Okay, so I drew that.
if you don't
I placed it.
I am gonna play a card real quick, and I think I can play it on your turn. It doesn't say.
It says you can play anytime. You can play an event card
Okay.
anytime as long as you only play one
All right, per turn.
per round.
Oh, per round.
So yeah, so once again,
Okay, so
I'll
we've
read
been
this.
doing
So
this. I think we've been
no,
doing this.
no, we've been doing it like okay. Event cards may be played at any time. You may only play one event card during a round. That is from the beginning of your turn to the beginning of your next turn.
Okay.
So did you play the last turn?
I did. Yeah.
So you
Well, that would have been on your turn technically. So no. Because I played it when you moved, and I moved you back here. It was Brain Cramp.
Right, and then
it went to mine, and I didn't play one, and now it's yours. So yes, I can play one.
Okay.
So I'm going to play just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. Place a zombie on every space in a building not already occupied by a zombie. And I'm not going to have enough, but we're going to have to break into the second bag. I need 2 more.
Okay.
Oh, I need 3 more, actually.
Get the glow in the dark ones. Okay.
Alright.
Alright. Place this. Okay, I got no combat. I gotta draw another card. That threw me off. I was like,
yeah.
That's not helping. Okay, movement.
I'm back here. 1. All of that for 1.
Yep, hang on, let me fix this guy up.
Oh, now you're moving the whole board.
5 zombies move. Okay. 1, 2,
you bastard.
3. 4, 5. Okay.
All right.
And then hold on. Chainsaw. I'm gonna get rid of the chainsaw. That's not helping me any.
What is it? Oh, it's when you're in the
lawn garden. Okay, and that's it for me.
That is it for you. Okay. There are no more. Well.
No, those are discard.
Okay. I do not have active combat.
Okay.
Draw back up to 3. Guess what I pulled? Can I preemptively discard?
No.
Alright. So, yeah, moving on to movement for myself.
Okay.
3, I'll take it. 1.
Yep. 2. Yep.
3, so I need to spend 1.
Yep. Okay.
That was my second move, and...
So 1 more.
3. Oh, I should probably roll first. Well.
Easily defeat it.
And then...
Now, how many
I can't play
zombies
the
are
card
there?
that I want to play now. Shit. Alright. Zombie move. 3.
10, 15, 20, 23.
1, 2... Might as well. 3.
Okay.
There's my 3. I'm gonna discard chainsaw.
Okay.
Real helpful.
Good move.
Mm-hmm.
This late in the game, it's like not gonna make a difference.
Yep.
Especially because you got 23 zombies, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah. Shoot, I'm not gonna win. All right. No
I'll
card.
go easy on you.
I have no combat. I'm gonna draw back up to 3. That's not really helpful either. Okay, movement. Jesus
Hey,
Christ!
you're back at town center.
1. Zombies move 6.
How
So,
helpful for you.
1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. I mean,
Yeah. All right, my turn.
wait.
Oh yeah. Do you want to discard?
Yeah. First aid kit.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. My turn.
Yep.
All right. No active combat. No tiles. Gonna draw a card. Damn, that would suck. Yeah, I'll play Slight Miscalculation. Play on a building. The number of zombies present is doubled up to all legal spaces. So I just need 2 zombies. out of the bag.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
1, 2.
And would you look at that? One of them just so happens to be on my square.
Ah.
Going into combat, I make that 24.
I'm gonna play Claustrophobia. Target player may not enter any building
I'm
during
gonna
their next. Oh,
play
their next turn.
where-
Never mind.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't work.
All right. Now I can roll for movement. 4. I don't think I'm going to need all 4, but why not? We'll go 1. Roll for combat.
There it is.
There it is. 25.
Good game.
Good game.
Yeah. And
As soon as you said claustrophobia, I was so ready to play Where Is That Music Coming From?
10:43. So we're gonna call it a night here.
Yeah,
And
that is 3 hours.
Hope you enjoyed the Battle Zone. Again, I'm your host Deacon. I'm your host Dante. This is your co-host Deacon for the Black Dragon Tavern. And tune in. We're gonna be here in 2 weeks. We're not broadcasting next weekend. We'll put the schedule up on the Twitch channel on our Twitch page. We'll put it up on Facebook as well. We'll tweet it out in a Twitter. So yeah. I mean, we got family coming in from out of town, so we got to spend some time with them. But we hope you enjoyed the stream, and
Yeah.
we will
Hope you had a good
definitely
time.
take Chris's advice and work on a new camera angle and see if we can get something that helps
Yeah.
the viewers see the table a little bit better.
At the very least, you can see all the zombies down here that you would have probably won with.
Yeah,
if I
that is
hadn't moved you
Zombieland
back.
right there.
Yep.
So, yep. All right, thanks.
All right, yeah.
Have a good
Thank you
night.
for tuning in.
Have a good week.